Hi everyone and welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to be rating everything I made in 2025. Well, not everything. I'm just going to be rating everything I put up on my Instagram because those are the pieces that are the most me. And I feel like those are also like the most fun pieces to watch. This year I learned how to knit properly. Whenever I get into a new hobby, I'll be like obsessed with it for like a good while and that's just everything I want to do. So it was a lot of knit this year. Hold on. For the ASMR community, I know you're out there. I think we're just going to start. I'm not going to be showing the physical items for multiple reasons. One, a lot of physical items I do not own anymore. Two, I don't know, I'm just lazy. I don't want to do it. I'm just going to put up pictures because I want to. I'm going to be rating these from 0 to 10, by the way. I think I forgot to say that, but let's go on. Okay, so the first one, the crochet leg warmers. I mean, I love these. They're cute. Someone bought them, so they were loved, I guess. I think what's the most fun of these leg warmers is that I did a little photo shoot with them, and the photo shoot was so cute. It was taking pictures. It did feel a little bit awkward though, because I was like taking pictures of my feet. These are like leg warmers, and I was like, okay, should I just like it's awkward. You cannot do that cutoff and have like no feet in the picture. I mean, you can, but it was fine. I think the pictures really helped with these leg warmers. I mean, they're cute. They were really soft and warm, so I think that's perfect. And I think the little black lace work on it, like that added a lot to them. And they are my style, so I would wear them. I just ended up not wearing them and selling them, which was fine because I can easily make another pair. If I had to rate these, I think like a 6 out of 10, maybe even lower, like a 5.5 out of 10. Maybe that's like insanely low, but like I know what's coming, you know? So I think a 5.5 out of 10. Yeah, okay. Let's just go on to the next one. The next one is the first cardigan I ever knit. What I remember from making this project is that I had wooden needles that were connected with like a plastic circle thingy. And let me tell you one thing. Wood is incredibly hard. And the plastic breaks easily. So the needles broke 5 times. Well, the needles didn't break, but the needles broke off the plastic part like 5 times in this project, and it was I wanted to quit so bad, but I didn't, and I love it. I think in the moment I hated this cardigan. I wasn't proud of it. I knew I could do better, but when I look back on it, I'm like, whoa, that was actually quite good for a beginner. And I also love the color. I really want to remake this one in the same color, but keep it this time because this one I gave to my sister. But this one is getting a 6 out of 10. Still not very high, but it's fine. It's fine. I think she's cute. Yeah, I think she's cute. So a 6 out of 10 for that one. The next thing I made is a top that I don't really like when I see it now. I made this hoping it would sell. It didn't. I'm pretty sure this is the only piece of mine that I made this year to sell, and it didn't. I get it. It's not very pretty or appealing or anything like that. I mean, the lace is cute. I crocheted into lace. I think I would do that again. I think that was a very fun and creative part of this top, but it's not my style. It's boring. I don't like the color. This is like a 4 out of 10 for me. I'm sorry. In another color, this would probably be better, but it just isn't. Yeah, a 4 out of 10 and nothing more. I'm sorry, we're gonna go to the next one. The next one I think I love more. Um, but I was still newish to knitting, which you can see. Um, and I can just see the mistakes in this one when I look at it, which is like, I mean, it's fine. I like it when handmade garments look handmade. Um, I don't want them to look like you can buy them at Zara. Like, what's the point then? But this is a little. Maybe I'm just being too hard on myself. I don't know, but it's not really. Maybe it's also just not really my taste. This would be prettier if I had made it in another yarn and not acrylic yarn. In like alpaca blend or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's cute. I made this for my other sister, and she loves it. Um, and I think still the color combination can be very good, and it looks good together. But I also think it could have been done better with like a wool or something like that. Um, so the colors would like blend a little bit more. Maybe it'd be like a little bit fluffy, but still, I think I'd give this a also 5.5 out of 10. I promise I'm gonna rate stuff higher, but this is just not it. I mean, she's cute, and it does remind me of spring. Now the next one is more my taste. I'm gonna rate this higher. This is like a body warmer type of thing. It was the first time I ever did cables in a project, which you can see because I didn't do them correctly, which I only noticed like a lot of months later. But still, I love this. This is one of the pieces I actually do wear. It's also black, which is a color I wear a lot. So yeah, I think I really like this. I have nothing more to say. Also, I really liked the pictures I took with this. Um, yeah, I think I'd say a 7 out of 10 because I really like this. It was challenging for me to learn something new, and I think that's important to keep like challenging yourself. Okay, next one, filet crochet. I think this one is really cute. I could have done this better, but the concept is so cute, and I think I might remake this next year in black because I'm wearing white right now, but I wear a lot more black than any other color, honestly. But I think this was really cute. Um, I don't wear this a lot, but it was also like I learned something new during this. It was fun. It's a very summery piece. I hope to wear it next year, honestly, in the summer. Um, I think I'd give this a 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's fine. Like, it's very cute. I styled it in like a Coachella way in like a TikTok, and I was like, Coachella sunnies. I actually clicked off my own Instagram account. Hold on. That was all over y'all. Oh my god, there's so much. I cannot remember. Whew, I didn't even know I did that much. Okay, now I'm gonna skip like 2 or 3 posts because those are all orders. They were fun to make. But I'm gonna skip them with rating this. We're going on to my next project, and I love this. I love this so much. Oh my god, and I'm so proud of it. Um, this I learned something new as well. I learned duplicate stitching with this one, and I loved taking pictures for this one as well. It's just like a little baby doll dress with a horse on it, and I matched it with like leg warmers I've made before, and it was just very cutesy and bows and stuff. And it just, I think the dress was something that was symbolizing, um, like being younger, being a child, um, like very carefree, just having dreams, like something you really like wanted in your childhood or something. Like I don't know. But I really like this one. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. No, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I don't wear this often. But as an art piece, I really, really like it. But there are also like some mistakes in here, which I'm trying to ignore. So, but yeah, a 7 out of 10. And now the next one, I think I follow a creator on Instagram who does this also, but like I've seen it so much on Pinterest, like distressed knit dresses or like sweaters or something like that. And I was so obsessed with it. And I was like, if I'm ever gonna teach myself how to knit, just trust, I'm gonna make this. So I was genuinely like so motivated to learn knitting just because I wanted to make this project. So I'm really proud of it. I think what I love the most from this is all the pictures I've taken with this dress. My sister helped me out. Shout out to her. She always helps me out with taking pictures, by the way. But the pictures of this dress, like they're gorgeous. Because I think it just gives us such a spooky, like I don't know, it just gives off the vibes I wanted to give off with this dress. And I think it's just really cool. Like the coolest part of this dress is like the pictures. But I'm gonna rate this high. It's like I think it's like a 8.5 out of 10. Mainly because like I love the dress itself, but you cannot wear that on a daily basis, and I'm more obsessed with this project because of the pictures. Um, and I didn't take them, my sister did. So like a big shout out to her. I think she's the one who made me love this project like so much. So yeah, I think an 8.5 out of 10. Or did I say an 8? I can't remember. One of those. Okay, so the next one is a sweater and shorts combo I knit. And it's called Initially Yours because my initials are on it. And you could recreate it, but then with your initials. I don't know. Something like that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't wear this. I don't wear the sweater. I don't wear the shorts. I would wear the sweater, but one arm is definitely longer than the other. And I don't know how I did that. And the shorts are just too big. Like you can see I had to make a drawstring for them. And they're wearable, but I think it's just not really my style. I mean, it was cool to make, but I don't think I would make them again in this particular style, I think. So, like, a 6.5 out of 10. I'm sorry. It's just not that interesting to me. And I'm very in love with the next one. And I'm also super proud of it because also I learned another new thing. Okay, so a friend commissioned me and she was like talking about adding beads into your knitwear and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, I can figure out how to do that. So I knit up like a little swatch. And I loved it. I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do it this way. But I did. It's like sea themed. I don't know if she did that on purpose. She got the beads. And she did like a perfect combination of like colors and stuff. But I also picked a few beads because not every one she picked out fit the yarn I was using. Yeah, I love the back on this one, the little bows. And the fit of this was like perfect as well. She looked gorgeous in it. I'm also proud of us like designing it together. Like this was not fully on my own. Like I asked her a lot of things like what do you want, and I drew up like different versions and stuff and what I was inspired by, and we picked it out together, and I think we did great. I really really love this one. Although I don't wear it, I think this is the commission I'm most proud of from like the entire year. So yeah, I'm just gonna be bold. I'm gonna say it 9 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10. I know, whatever. I don't even know if I'm gonna give 10 out of 10s, okay? Don't come for me. But yeah, 9 out of 10. We did amazing. I'm really glad she came up to me with that inspo. Really glad. Now the next thing is a sweater I made for my grandma. And I got the yarn from her because she wasn't sure if she could knit an entire sweater out of it. And I was like, okay, I'll mix it up with some other yarn and I'll just try and make something out of it. She didn't even know I was making the sweater for her. But this was my first raglan sweater, and it was an experience, definitely. Like having to frog wool is the hardest thing ever, so I couldn't make a lot of mistakes. But luckily, once I got the hang of it, it went fine. It just took a long time because I made it on very small needles with very small yarn. But my grandma loved it, and it was fun to make. So yeah, it was all worth it. I think I'd give this a 7.5 out of 10, just because it isn't like super shocking to me or something. It's just like, oh, it's fine. I did that. Okay, no, maybe an 8. Okay, I'll give it an 8 because it is like an entire sweater I knit on small needles, so that's still like hard. So an 8 out of 10. The next one is a cardigan with wings on it. Once again, duplicate stitching. I love this. I should finish weaving in the end so I can actually wear it. I think this is such a cool design, and it reminds me of like an elytra in Minecraft. I don't know why, but it reminds me of that, and I think that's cool. Still, I think I give this a 7.5 because I find it very cool, but I haven't worn it a lot. So, yeah, 7.5. I think that's fine. 7.5 out of 7. 7.5 out of 10. Hello. Jeez. Okay. Here comes my beauty babe. Everything I love and more. This is the most difficult project I made this year. And I'm gonna be so honest. I don't know if I could ever remake this one because how did I do that? I think I just zoned out for a month and came back with this. I don't know how. Um, I just don't know. I love this one. I'm pretty sure it's made from a mohair wool and acrylic blend. Um, and it has a lot of cables, cool buttons, cool colors. I did not add buttonholes, which you can kind of notice. And maybe one day I'll redo that because it's not the best. I think that's the only like negative part of this project, that I didn't add buttonholes, and that makes it kind of wonky. Aside from that, I genuinely think this is perfect. So I think I'm gonna give this like 9.5 out of 10, which is still not a 10 out of 10. But oh gosh, I forgot one project that might be a 10 out of 10. Next one is a bonnet I've made. It's a red one, and I added like little studs in a cross, and I think this is such a cool project, and I took cool pictures with this. Um, the only like annoying thing with this is that my hair is like it's a faded red. It was like bright red this summer, so it doesn't match my hair that well because the colors just don't match, and like I would say that's fine, but it kind of looks awkward to me. And I'm like, ugh. And then I don't want to wear it. But I think this was cool. I think it's definitely targeted to more alternative people. Um, and I do love it. I think it's cool. I might remake this one day in black, and the same crosses. So I will wear it. But I always say that, I never do. But I think this one, yeah, it's like a 7 out of 10. I think it's very cool, but I don't wear it. But it has like a level of coolness that I'm like, if I'd see someone walking across the street, I'd be like, whoa, who's that person? Like, that's so cool. But I just don't wear it myself, so 7 out of 10. Now, the next and final one. This project is one I made for school I'm trying to get into. I haven't heard back from them, so I don't know what they think, but I honestly think this is sick. This is so cool. I mix so many different things in there. It's like embroidery, it's crochet, it's knit, it's yeah, I think that's everything. But it's still like cool to me, and I had to sew so many parts on. I think this is generally so sick. as an art piece. You obviously don't wear this every day, but I think without the flowers and like the extremely loud parts, I think you could easily wear this as an everyday. Okay, maybe I could, but I don't know if anyone else would. But I could wear this every day. I really love this. Um, yeah, there are points I could have done better, obviously, but I think this is the project that comes really close to being a 10 out of 10. But I don't want to say it because there's like, I still see mistakes, so it's like, I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10 because I still see mistakes, but mistakes are okay, and I'm just gonna give it to myself. 10 out of 10. This one is a 10 out of 10. I'm very proud of it, and I hope the school will love it as well. If they don't, who cares? I do. I think this is also a really good one to end with. We're gonna end off with a banger, guys. Um, so yeah, that is everything I made in 2025, or at least everything I wanted to show y'all that I made in 2025. So here's the lowest one, here's the highest one. You can clearly see a difference. I learned a lot this year, and I can't wait to learn more next year. Um, I'm very excited for that. I hope I can show y'all what I've learned next year. And if you want to see it, my Instagram is exactly the same as my YouTube user, so you can just search me up and you'll find the stuff I didn't show. Um, but yeah, I really love these pieces. And some I don't love. That was everything I made this year, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what was your favorite. And it was everything. Okay. Bye bye!